On this episode of the Fizzy Speaks, we will be discussing what's in your hand. My name is Ali Mohammed Tarfa, the Fizzy on the Fizzy Speaks. Back again with another episode. You guys already know you are amazing. Thank you so much for the people who have watched the last video, left comments, your likes, your shares, everything. I appreciate every single one of you. Let's get into this video. Let's get it. What's in your hand actually came to me from a verse in the Bible, Exodus 4:2. Moses, who is supposed to go liberate the Israelites, is tasked by God this huge Herculean task basically, and he's like, man, I don't know what you see in me, God, but you have the wrong guy. I don't have the experience, I don't have the strength, I don't have the power to do all these things that you expect me to do. And God is like, man, shut up, what's in your hand? And the question isn't really about the staff. I mean, yeah, Moses goes on to say, I have a staff, and then he throws the staff and turns into a snake, and it's fantastic. Yeah. But whether or not you're a Christian or whether or not you read the Bible, it's up to you. But what I picked out from this entire scenario is seeing how the focus was really on what you had control of. And, it's a very simple story, but then it just came down to, shut up about your what ifs. Shut up about your, I'm not sure if I can do this. I'm not sure what people say. I don't have the qualifications. I don't have the experience. I'm not as skilled as most people. And one of the things that I feel holds me back sometimes from doing things that I really want to do, even if I start doing these things, is that I start to overthink. And if you overthink a lot, then you would get to this point of numbness, where your self-doubt, your self-questioning, yourself, am I ready? Am I not ready? Trying to check yourself. All of that is going to lead you to a point where eventually you get nothing done. Nothing gets done because you are anxious, because you are stressing over stuff you're not supposed to stress over, and because you are, in a way, finding other things to do that help you procrastinate doing the things that you actually need to do. So, for example, you have a script to write. Possibly you have to, you have something to write, maybe for your blog, maybe you have an application to make, maybe for a job, or maybe to get yourself out there. And you look at yourself and say, well, I'm not good enough. There are other people there with better qualifications. Yeah, maybe you're like at the bottom of the barrel in your mind, and you feel like you can't amount to anything because you've already sized yourself up in here. And now all of that self-doubt stops you from applying yourself in situations where you actually have the skill, but you haven't seen the value in yourself. The crazy thing is that to learn something, we must first admit that we do not know, and it's scary because no one wants to show up looking like they're stupid. No one wants to have to start from the point where you feel like a novice, like a noob. You're learning a new game, for example. If you're a gamer and you understand what I'm saying, well, hear me out. You're learning a new game, maybe you're playing like Mortal Kombat or something like that, and you're getting your ass whooped because everyone else knows all the moves, and you are trying to get a win, because it would be nice to have a win, but then first couple of tries you lose really badly. They KO you, fatality, everything is just terrible, and you really suck at the game. But guess what? The gamer mentality is you keep going. They whoop your ass, you go back in, try again. So you might be shying away from playing with your friends because you don't want to lose and then have people laugh at you. But sometimes it takes you failing and failing over and over again to actually succeed. And I realized this at some point. I'm realizing this, and I'm like, man, this is huge. So it's possible that when God was talking to Moses and he was like, Moses, what's in your hand? He was actually just talking to Moses and saying, Moses, what do you have a grip on? What is within your grasp? What is within what you think you have? Now let me use that to set a way for you to do what I want you to do. So if you key into that understanding that, okay, there's a purpose for you, I don't want to get very existential and just talk about all of that, but if you do feel like there's a point to you being on this earth, point to your existence, and you don't want to simply waste away, then it just makes sense that you give yourself that room to be part of this huge work, this huge organization that requires you to show up and put in the work. Sometimes it's going to mean getting stuff like these, getting headphones and just putting them on and shutting out the entire world, because the noise, the what ifs, people are going to label you. Every single person you meet has a version of you that they see. They have a version of you that they want to see. They have a projection of your future. Everyone has an opinion based on what they think, and they project that opinion onto you. So people are looking at you and saying, well, he'll be a good, he'll be a good lawyer. She'll be a great doctor. He'll be a fantastic painter. This, that, blah, blah. You have to decide for yourself. And deciding for yourself doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It just means that you are going to have to overcome self-doubt, because if not, then you're going to be crippled by anxiety. And it's crazy to think that anxiety, that fear, that lock-up feeling will keep you caged. So ultimately it comes down to realizing that, man, as hopeless as my situation can seem from the outside looking in, I have this. So if you have problems with introspection, if you have problems with looking at yourself, and you're scared of the question, what is in your hand, and you're worried that is not enough, it's only enough when you give it life. You don't really get from 0 to 100 without putting your foot on the pedal. Everyone wants to be the GOAT. Everyone wants to be the greatest of all time. Everyone wants to be Cristiano Ronaldo. I said it. Yeah. Done. Okay, or Messi. Just so we have people. If you like Ronaldo, leave a like. If you like Messi, also leave a like. We can like both of them. There's no problem. You don't have to hate any of them to sidetrack. So really, really important. I'll leave a link to a little description. I talked about passion already, finding your passion, and how everything is really connected. And that's in the first episode ever on the podcast, and it's going to be in the link in the description below. So check that out. Let me know what you think. It has been Salim Mohammed Tarfa, the Fizzy. Catch you in the next one. Till then, let's keep doing better and being better together. Peace.